Alright, good morning YouTube. Welcome to Random Acts of Carving. This week's video is going to be a little different. Going to work on a box. My brother was down from Pennsylvania, down here in Florida, and he went to a flea market and he picked me up a reciprocating chisel. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these, but it's just hangs. It's like a Weecher makes them, Fordham. There's a couple different brands, but anyways, he picked up this thing here at a flea market, and it uses a chisel and just makes the end go back and forth, and you can kind of push it through the wood. And haven't really seen any videos of people using these on YouTube, so I'm going to try working on a box. Now this came in a wooden box. It's like a old wooden box sitting here. So I'm going to try to do some carving on the outside of the box and keep some carving stuff in it. So hopefully it turns out pretty cool, and I can use it for many years of carving. So here we're going to try it out. Here we go. Alright, so here we go on the box, and I'm just going to rough a few things in here. Just putting random carvings on this just to match my channel. I'm going to use it for just storing some tools in, so carving stuff. And just wanted to dress it up. It's just basically take all of the stain off of it, or paint, whatever it is. I think it's like an opaque stain, but it's a almost looks like a western red cedar underneath. I'm not positive that's what it is, but that's what it reminds me of. This is that reciprocating chisel. This is speeded up, of course, but it's works pretty good for doing like background texturing. I took a few of the screws out so I didn't run into them with the chisel, and then just went around the door, the window, and the other doodad there that I'm carving around, I'm not even sure what that is. It looked good on my paper when I drew it, and decided to later on I change it a little bit and make it part of the house, but that's pretty late. I thought about it for a while. I'm just taking a diamond bit and going around and smoothing everything out on the door and the window. I flipped over to the top of the box here, starting to cut in a chain. Giant, like a pocket watch. It's kind of drooped over the corner of the box. And this is a chain for it. I speeded it up, I cut a lot out. Still a little bit long here, but it's I probably had 3 or 4 hours in carving this. So I left a couple minutes of it on here. It's not hard to carve a chain laying like that. It's just a lot of cleaning up around everything to make it look right. But it turns out awesome looking whenever it's done. So once you figure out how all your loops are going and get that all kind of worked in, then you can kind of relax and just it's kind of relaxing just sitting there carving all that out. My clock that I'm putting on the corner of it, it's a 3-sided clock, and it doesn't have any hands, so I decided to put the hands on the outside of the clock. Trying to keep everything pretty random. Got the chisel out again, doing a little more cleaning up on that side. And here I'm putting the other hand up on the top of the box. Gotta have 2 hands on a clock. Okay, here I'm doing a just using a Dremel. It has like a little router attachment for the end of it, and I use a spiral bit, like a rotozip bit. I find that the ones that you buy at the store are too long, so I just take 2 pair of pliers and snap them in half. Leave just a little bit of the spiral blade. It makes a nice sharp tool you can kind of draw in the wood with. I've used it a lot. One of these days I'm going to do a video and kind of go over some of the tools that I got and where I use them and why. This chisel saved a lot of time taking this background out of here. So I wanted to remove all that stain. This was an end grain on that board there. The chisel didn't want to cut through that end grain, so I took the Dremel and kind of matched it up with the chisel marks that were going across the front. Here I'm just taking a flame bit. It's one of the saber tooth bits, and just cutting around the veins in the leaf and dishing it in a little bit. It gives that 3D look to the leaf and looks really cool. When I was using that spiral bit on the Dremel, I was dropping it only down in there about 3/16, maybe a quarter of an inch at the most. These boards are about 5/8, heavy 5/8, light 3/4 thick. I did the same thing around all these letters. I just ran the Dremel around, and then now I'm cleaning it up around the chisel with the chisel. It took me Saturday and Sunday on a weekend, basically 2 days, to get this far on this. So I cut this video into 2 pieces because I had about 10 hours of carving in this already. And the second half of it's got some really neat stuff, so you want to come back next week and watch the second half, the exciting conclusion of the carving box. It turns out pretty neat. So just gonna clean up the letters here, clean all the stain off of them, finish up the chiseling. I was just going around that with a diamond bit and cleaning up the, taking that stain off and cleaning up the corners a little bit. But this is the end of the video, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.